Hi, welcome to the Pedigree Technologies presentation for the 2020 spring semester. Pedigree Technologies was founded in 2004. In 2007, they were awarded a Department of Defense contract for implementation of a wireless intelligent operating network for the United States Navy. Shortly after, in 2009, they had switched their focus for creating products for the commercial market. Their goal was to improve their customers' ability to manage their people and operating environments. One view is what they created out of this. It's used for asset tracking, maintenance, logs, and tank monitoring, among a variety of other things. The problem, Pedigree this year tasked us with a proof of concept application. Their customers utilize their electronic logging devices, or ELDs. It helps keep track of their time and maintenance and stuff like that for fuel level and oil level. Logging into this device can be cumbersome because the device is mounted in the cab and unable to move very much. Because of this, drivers become easily frustrated with having to consistently sign in to their devices over and over. So like I said, Pedigree had tasked us with creating a proof of concept device to build a mobile application that allows quick and easy sign-in for both iOS and Android devices. The framework that they wanted us to use was the open source mobile development framework for Apache CORDOVA. This utilizes HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for its backend and front-end development. The nice thing is it's cross-platform development, so you can use it for iOS, Android, and even Windows if you wanted. It also allows extra plugin support for additional functionality. The main thing that we wanted to use was Bluetooth Low Energy. This is going to be more suited for products that involve infrequent data transfers, and it uses low power consumption, which is kind of the main thing that we wanted. The transfer rate is about 200 kilobits per second. Time for sending data is really low at about 3 milliseconds. As you can see, power consumption is between 1 and 50% of classic Bluetooth, which is very important because we don't want the truck driver's phone that they're going to be using for signing in to be constantly draining because it's connected to the cab. We just want a short, infrequent sending of data. Kind of the basics of Bluetooth Low Energy. It's based on the General Attribute Profile, or GATT server. It's basically just means that this server is going to be constantly broadcasting a device ID to be logged in. So the client is listening for signals that can be used for phones, tablets, and computers. Server is always advertising. The GATT server has a few things that it uses. It uses a characteristic. It's a data value such as voltage or beats per minute of like a heart rate monitor. Service or UUIDs. It's a collection of characteristics, username, password, and more services. And a descriptor that is going to be optional. It can be used like a unit of measurement, Fahrenheit or Celsius. The universal unique identifier, it's a 128-bit number for identification, and that's going to be used for client interaction. As you can see, the Pedigree login service and username and password. The login service is what's going to be broadcasting, and that's how our CORDOVA application finds the devices it's trying to log into. So the nice thing, that can also be used over and over. So if Pedigree were to use this for, say they had 6 trucks and they all use the same UUID, it would just look for a different username to connect to. And now for the demonstration. This is going to be screen recorded from 2 separate devices. The main reason is Bluetooth cannot be emulated, so it's kind of important to be able to kind of see how they're both going to be interacting. Another thing, on the right-hand side, that is going to be our GATT server, and on the left-hand side, that is going to be our front end or our CORDOVA application. So as you can see here, the first thing that you're going to notice on the left-hand side, there's going to be a list of devices. The S8 Plus is going to be the GATT server. That's going to show its connection strength and its Bluetooth MAC address. And then on the right-hand side, there's not a whole lot that is there. We'll click on the device, and then there's some dummy data that is included. So the capstone at ndsu.edu, and then a password. These were provided to us by Pedigree to verify against their API for correct login. Once we check over that data, make sure it is all correct, we will hit the login button, and what that'll do, it'll give us an alert for writing and success. On the left-hand side, you can see under the login button that the login has been verified, and on the right-hand side, the GATT server has received those login credentials. So you can see the username and the password. On behalf of myself and the rest of the team that worked on this project this semester, we would like to thank Pedigree for allowing us to work on such a super cool project and learn more about the professional software development through their company.